Peace and love. This is Jalayan King, you know. Peace and order. Yeah, man. Praise Jalayan King. After the order. Give thanks to life. Give thanks to health and strength, you know. Give thanks to positiveness. Give thanks to consciousness. Give thanks to righteousness. Give thanks to love. Give thanks to Idle Flathead. Jah. Universal love, you know. One and all, you know. Give thanks to all good things and all abundance and all blessing and then approaching a new year, you know, praying for everyone to be conscious, righteous, loving, caring, sympathetic, loving each other, you know, and caring for each other, you know, because God is love and love is God, you know, so let us all love, you know. And remember, love is the key that opens all doors, no matter what race or nation. Love is the key that opens the door for only Mount Sinai. And whosoever enter in, ever live in life shall have, you know. So love is the key, you know. So peace and love to the world, you know. And blessing and prosperity and joy and happiness and goodness for the 2024. Coming from Ancestral Jalayan King. And if you want to contact I, 347-444-4460. Give thanks to life. Jah, Rastafari, Holy Emmanuel, Selassie. Jah, Rastafari, Holy King Emmanuel, Scepter. Jah, Rastafari, heal the might, heal the strong, the might, I am the I am. Holy John, Marcus, Messiah, Gavi, I, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. Holy Bet, you are fearful, never sure, my Lord, we know people are Selassie, Jah. Jah, give thanks, and the lion, my Lord,
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanirrahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'een. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladina an'amta alayhim. Ghair maghdubi alayhim. Wala dwalleen. Alhamdulillah. Dr. Sanada Kamara, co-founder of Temple Mother Earth, sending love, peace, and abundance prayer to everyone around the world.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Sheikh Sufi Ba, SheikhSufi@gmail.com, CHEIKHSUFI@gmail.com. Opening prayer for the greatest shaman that I know in the West, Brother Ankh, Rising Sun. A'udhu billahi bismillahi inna waliyullahu. A'udhu billahi bismillahi inna waliyullahu. A'udhu billahi bismillahi inna waliyullahu. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin al-Fatihi lima ulika wal-Katimi lima sabaka Nasir al-Haqi bil-Haqi wal-Hadi ila siratika mustaqim wa ala alihi haqqa qadrihi wal-Miqdarihi al-Azim.
Greetings, loved ones. My prayer for you for 2024 is to be in a vibrational receiving match. A vibrational receiving match for happiness, for giving, for gratitude, for wisdom, for discernment, with abundance of blessings, for your soul tribe, for your soulmate, for your open-mindedness, for your spiritual growth, for divine love, and for a healthy, emotional, physical, spiritual body. I wish you all these things and pray that you receive all these things in the year 2024. I receive in all languages. Ashe, Amin, and Namaste. You can reach me at Instagram, Sequoia_spirit, that is SEQUOIA. Again, I wish you all these blessings and so much more in the year of 2024. Thank you.
Beloved, mighty, and present, great hosts of sitting ascended masters, great angelic hosts, great cosmic beings who govern the system of worlds and the seven-lighted world. Lord, we call upon your grace to heal the earth of the actions of the sinister forces. Their plan is to eliminate the population in the most horrible and murderous ways. They have already poisoned our food with things we can't even pronounce. They poison the water with fluoride. They poison the air with chemtrails. They have poisoned the medicine with side effects that will kill you if you take it. And they have poisoned the technology against mankind. They have weaponized all these things against mankind. We call upon your grace to free us from the sinister forces whose diabolical plan is to make this world the most hellish place. America, which was the light of the world, that was brought to the world, established in this world, to make every human being here ascendant, and then to have that spread throughout the world. Lord, we ask you to incarnate in this very planet, incarnate in mass, incarnate with sitters and ascended masters, with divine beings of every type, to bring in revolutions of meditation, revolution of mantra repetition, revolution of chanting, revolution of spreading love and light, revolutions of knowledge. Lord, we call upon you to empower us with our divine selves, so that we can rid the world of these very sinister forces whose aim is to do nothing but create this place to be a Sodom and Gomorrah. We already know that Earth is the most wicked planet in the universe. Let us turn it to be the light of the world, so that it is the greatest planet in the universe, so that we excel even what is happening in the great central sun. As a matter of fact, Lord, we ask all the beings from the great central sun to incarnate on the earth, to incarnate on the earth, to incarnate on the earth within us, so that we could do the work that I'm begging for now. Oh Lord, I ask this in the name of Swami Muktananda Paramahansa, Bhagavan Nityananda, Guru Maha Chivilasananda, beloved Saint Germain, Lord Jesus the Christ, Lord Buddha, Allah, and the great Sundar Kumar. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am.
Aboru aboye aboshishe alafia ubuntu assalamu alaikum assalamu alongo sanda om namah shivaya. I give you praise in the name shalom. Whatever your wonderful beliefs and your system of beliefs is, we give praise. But we give praise to the Olodumare, the Olorum, the Somole, the Agbamole, Efunfuni, Legi, Kuku, Tekunani, Samuju, what Deogu, Mojuba, Mudemo, Male, Mafon, Matibo, We give praise to the God who is the owner of today, the owner of yesterday, and the owner of all days to come. He to whom the Rumale and Abamale exist to know his laws and command, originating creator, all things discovered and yet to be discovered. We give praise to our grand, powerful ancestors, those wise ones who come, give us directions, light, love, and help us to be able to receive the benefit in our life. We ask that you be able to embrace the great divinity of Rumila, the one who is witness creation, second only to all Damari, the owner of medicine, more powerful than medicine, the immense orbit that fought the day of death. He too who is the perfect in the house of wisdom. He is able to heal and to regenerate you creatures of ill luck and bring them perfectly back into homeostasis, understanding, light, and love, and helping you to embrace the love of the universe as we give praise to all the creatures of the universe, everything that moves and reverberates, and the vibration that moves in your life. Allow you to find goodness, allow you to find health and vitality, strength to move forward for the accomplishment of all the goals that you have set for you and your family. My name is Babalao Oluwole Abiyomi Fakunle Adetutu Ronkolo de Manyansa. My nickname is Babalao of Harlem. We send greetings to you today. As you at www.ifakunle.com, you can reach me and we will talk. Peace.
Oh Great Spirit, Great Mystery, sending a prayer of peace to this world, to all the humans, a prayer of peace to all of us. May we remember how to be good relations. May we remember how to be good brothers and sisters. Sending a prayer of love to the heart of the earth. Thank you, Mother, for loving us so much. Thank you for being so forgiving with us. Thank you for being so patient with us. May your light reach all the beings that are suffering right now. May your light, may your love reach their lives. May your light guide them in the right direction. May your love give them strength for them to keep walking, living. Sending prayers to all of you, my family. May we always remember to be together, that we are all one big family, that all of us belong to this earth. Thank you, man. Hi, familia. My name is Osvaldo Pomaquiza. I come from Ecuador, and I want to invite you to sit with me. I serve a Grandfather Wachuma. My phone number is 201-981-4545. Feel free to text me, call me, and also giving thanks for this space. Thank you so much. I love you.
A call to the warrior in you, to the healer in you, the king, the queen, the magician, the lover in you. Every single day, we are called to walk in our purpose. Answer the call. Lay down your burden and anything that holds you back and take your rightful place. The battle is everywhere. It's right in your face. Let's go.
Crystals and pyramids. Success is your destiny. Yes. Love, wisdom, power. Remember, yes, always who you are. Yes, yes, I am. Love, wisdom, power. Yes, yes, I am. Greetings and welcome, family, to a special short notice promotional video to feature an amazing event that's going to be coming up in Jamaica. Jamaica is quickly becoming a center place of the mycelium gate starway, and I'm really happy to see our cousins, brothers, and sisters embracing the momentum that's happening on the island of Jamaica, where it will be a gate, an opportunity to cultivate and expand consciousness. And in that being said, I want to acknowledge the Nuke Poo Nuke in me, the I am in me, and the I am in you, the listening audience now and in the future. Because we are I am in the spirit of Ubuntu. I want you to say thank you for being born. Thank you for being alive. Thank you for surviving perhaps the trepidous airport adolescence formative years from conception to the age of 7. But know that victory and success is your destiny with patience and persistence and your acoustical gifts of our ancestors. So in this moment, this is why we are taking the time before we open the show to set the acoustical platform to crystallize a holographic reality that will catapult us into the purpose we were born, what we were born to do, with optimized encouragement. So tonight we're going to have Acacia, Sister Acacia on, and I want to invite ascended masters to guide the spoken words and the consciousness elevation of all listening now and in the future. I'm your host, Uncle Rising Sun, also known as Uncle Hinky. So we individually and call on Enoch the Ethiopian, who ascended into the heavens and became Metatron. We ask you and thank you to be on our platform tonight. We call on the latest Christ born in the Congo, Simeon Toko, who called up an army of muscle-bound, bulletproof angels, chased the occupational terrorist Belgians out of the Congo by turning over their tanks, flipping over their heavy armor, guns. We ask Simeon Toko to be on the show. Ascended Master Sheikh Amadou Bamba flew through the air, hungry lion proof, bonfire proof, walked on water, founded the city of Touba in Senegal, wrote 7 tons of prayers. We ask that you guide us tonight, guide us through as we move through this year called 2024. We ask that we may walk on the water of chaos and move so that our words, our expressions will echo through the halls of time in glory and applause from our ancestral bloodlines. We call on Sheikh Ibrafal. We call on Yeshua to be with us tonight. Archangel Michael to be with us. We call on Black Madonna, Mother Mary, gatekeeper of Mount Shasta in Northern California, entrance into the hollow earth, Saint Germain. We ask the presence also of Nikolai Tesla to be with us tonight. We ask the presence of Sanat Kumara. We call on Imhotep, Ptahotep, Akhenaten to guide the words of the ones who share the information tonight. We ask with the crystals in our hands, a cup of tea that we may be holding, or our prayer sticks, that we individually and collectively be the Jedis incarnate throughout the world to hold the victorious light of inspiration and hope to all who are also incarnated, and may they experience the morphic resonance of the golden touch of enlightenment in the various forms of sacred herbs, bark, mycelium network. We ask that the Jedi sisters and brothers rise to the occasion to elevate, transmutate, accelerate our beautiful starship, Mother Earth, as we move through the heavens tonight and in tomorrows to come. We call upon the activation of all of our sacred centers that glow with starfire acceleration, illumination, transmutation. We call on those who came before us that they may help lead us so that we may get an applause of well done dance of life. Shroom Master Dr. Sabi, Shroom Master Kalindi Aye, Shroom Master Dr. George Washington Carver, be with us tonight. Come and take a look at what we have to gather on the beautiful Atlantean mountains, now known as Jamaica. We ask the forces of nature that live within us, Ilegba, Oshun, Yemaya, Ologun, Oya, Shango, Ogun, Obatala, Ochosi, to be the forces that fly through the various chakras and accelerate us into the velocity of love. So, all the audience tonight, we also want to invite Buddhas, Lady Buddhas, Lakshmi, Kuan Yin, Goddess of Mercy. We ask all the ascended masters of Atlantis, Lemuria, Hollow Earth, enlightened beings. We call on the ascended masters of Star System Orion, Palladian, Dogon, Andromeda, ascended masters to do a worldwide coup of consciousness from the grassroots to the world leaders, known and unknown, seen and unseen, human and non-human. May we all experience quantum enlightenment with the galactic touch of our ascended master big brothers and sisters as we spin through the deep radiance of the sea of love of space. May we become all we were destined to be now and forevermore. And we thank with mahalo, donada, wado, amen, amen, amen. Let's get this show on the road, family. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to let you know that we have a Love Boat Amethyst pool party that happens every Tuesday, a virtual healing experience that starts at 7 p.m. All are invited. In that virtual reality, we reconnect with our loved ones in this life and beyond to assist them with love streams, even our pets, ascended masters, angels. They're all a part of the Amethyst Pool Party Love Boat that we have happening every Tuesday. Because that's who we are. That's what we are, even with the amnesia that we are Nuk Pu Nuk. We are Om Shanti. We are Om Padi Madmi Om. I hope I said that right. I just finished drinking some tea, so bear with me. Everyone who's listening, please mark in the comments what part of the world you are listening to us from, because we have people from all over the world, family. And it's beautiful to acknowledge the divine presence of the Jedis from Africa, Europe, South America, Australia. It's a beautiful thing. So we have an overview that you make the difference, family. You are the one who will make the world of a difference. And I will post proudly what part of the world you are listening from, because it's up to you, me, we, Ubuntu Spirit. All right. Right now it's 10:05, so Acacia hasn't arrived yet. But what I'm going to do is give an overview of the photos. Fantastic photos. This is where it's happening, family. They got something called Ancestral Alchemy. May 7th through the 13th of this year, 2024, a psychedelic immersion for practitioners of the African diaspora. I had the gift of my cousin, Baba Wolowo, where he gifted me the experience of, I believe it's called Bitwi, Iboga. Family, that's a beautiful medicine. That's a beautiful medicine. I was in the zone for like 3 days. I was seeing my loved ones in the afterlife. Excellent. So as we wait for Acacia, we're going to have this brother here. I think he's the spearhead, Darren LeBaron. Darren LeBaron. Oh, that's kind of cool. Had I known that this picture was needed to be trimmed, I would have made it a little bit bigger for you. But they also have a GoFundMe. I think they're creating a ship, a campsite, a sanctuary, a temple in the beautiful Atlantean mountain of Jamaica. And going through it, you're going to have various speakers. And this sister's name is Charlotte. I got to open up the big screen. Charlotte Dua James. Um, she's going to be there. I'm going to close it up so I can read the next picture. Let's see, where is it? Hold on, I lost my. Oh, here it is, right here. We're also going to have a sister name. Oh, I got to make this bigger so I can see it. Sita G. She's going to be there. I guess these are going to be various facilitators. May 7th through the 13th. That's actually about a week. I guess that's about a week long. And let's see who else we're going to have. Let me see. I'm scrolling through. Oh, my brother Modou. He's going to be there. And we're going to have Acacea. She's going to be present, sharing her brilliance. Um, and you said all the sessions will be recorded. And that's a beautiful thing. All right. Time check is 10:08. While we wait, okay, we got Tampa in the house. Wow. Did you, family, I got to share this. I'm not surprised, but it's refreshing. Look what Nanuni Fa said. Did you all know that Dr. Sabi's grandfather was Haitian? There's a YouTube video of the ancestor talking about his grandparents and his mother Violet. Blessed be, blessed be. Yes, Haiti, the island of Haiti, is the mountain of Atlantis. And family, you can find information about the 1 mile underwater city that was found with giant pyramids, sphinx, and temple buildings between Cuba and the Florida Keys. But it's 1 mile underwater. All right. Okay. Check that out, because land masses, Mother Earth is alive. And what we call the Caribbean islands, I truly believe was the mountains of Atlantis. We got Canada in the house. Welcome. We got Divine Mastery Alchemy School. I am here. All right. I'm glad you're here. I think that's wait a second. I think I know that Divine Master Alchemy School. Welcome. Welcome. Say your name so I can post it. We also we got some really strong Atlantean names. Arna El Rey, Peace, Power, and Soul. All right. We got Melanin Dawn by way of Miami, Florida. And we got Rain, Sister Rain. Rain, you got to come and be on the show. You have so much gifts of brilliance. We got Iowa in the house. We got Jano Star. All right. Durga. Peace. I got a call. Well, maybe we're waiting. We're waiting. So, like I said, let us know what part of the world you're listening from. Right now, we got the crowd, the families coming in. Let us know what part of the world you're listening from, family. All right. Peace, peace. Detroit, Michigan. Yeah. It's raining here in Brooklyn. Yeah, you're right. It's raining and it's mixed with snow. And however, it's a magical day. Buffalo, New York. Oh, where's Acacia? She's looking. Oh, she's in Mexico. All right, hold on. Here's Acacia. Hello.
How do I get into the chat?
You got to use the guest link. I sent you two links. One was YouTube. That's for your tribal members. And the other one is StreamYard link. Because you got...
I see the StreamYard link. Okay, I got the StreamYard link.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're sitting here.
Okay, here, let me
do your thing. We're waiting for you.
browser.
Okay. See you in a minute.
All right, I was on the wrong link. Sorry.
All right. Slow your roll, Aries. Slow your roll. Okay. You know, she moves at the speed of light, and sometimes she might have a little challenge on. Oh, look at all the places. All right, we got Long Island, New York. All right. We got Denver in the house. We got Michigan, family. We got North Kakalaki. We got Colorado, Jedis all over. Detroit. All right. We got Illinois. All right. We have Buffalo, New York. So while we're waiting for Kate, what happened, family? She plugged in on the YouTube channel instead of the StreamYard. So she'll be here momentarily. And, you know, all the Jedis are greeting each other. Hey, Melon and Dawn. We got New Mexico. You know why it's new, right? Because Texas, New Mexico, California, that was all part of Mexico, family. All part of Mexico. All right, Chaz. Good to see you. And let me see what else has been happening while we're waiting on Acacia. Oh, there she is. Perfect time. Perfect time. There you are. There you are. Yay! Y'all give her an applause. Happy New Year. Happy New You. Pre-happy birthday, Aries, because when it comes, I know spring is on its way.
Awesome. Here, let me make sure I share this StreamYard link with all my brothers and sisters in the Jamaica Facilitatorship Program. Let me send that through to Modou and Charlotte, see if they're available. I know this was short notice for everyone, so
yeah,
I might be the only one here today, but I wanted to make an announcement. We only had 24 hours left until the Shroom shop, not the Shroom shop, the Ancestral Alchemy retreat in Jamaica was due to close its registration process. And Darren made a last minute decision to extend that all the way till Friday.
Yay! Because you know you gotta give our folks a little chance. You know sometimes we have our ducats being spent in various spaces and places. Oh, who's in Aries too? Brother Brooks, the Magi. He said he is
That's wonderful.
Aries. And
well,
go ahead, Acacia.
Well, I'm here to really talk about the fact that we don't really have many facilitatorship training programs that are run by Black and Brown people in our community. And this is going to be the first time that myself, Modou, Darren, Charlotte, James, and Sita G from Jamaica are going to be working together. I will be a guest lecturer. I won't be in Jamaica with my brothers and sisters, but I will be there in spirit, helping to bring a curriculum that is wholesome and custom to the African diaspora and the diaspora of persons who are Black and Brown, who are interested in becoming facilitators in the psilocybin space to help other people. I also have a donation going on. That last picture was not Ancestral Alchemy. That's actually the future headquarters of Divine Master Alchemy, my school. I have a entheogenic school that actually all my students are probably flooding into the chat. Melon, Modou. Hi.
Modou, good seeing you, brother. You got to unmute.
Peace. Greetings. How's it going?
Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Glad to see you still in your spacesuit, my brother.
Absolutely. You know. Staying
And
warm, as you can see. Yeah,
you know, I am so
piece of cake.
it warms my heart that y'all doing this event in Jamaica, because I've been hearing the news is that Jamaica is the new epicenter for the entheogen of the mycelium.
Hmm.
Can y'all talk about that, please? I'm gonna back up.
Yeah, yeah. You go ahead, since you wanna set it off, or
Sure,
I can.
sure.
Okay, then I'll jump in.
Well, it is a place where many slaves were brought to be broken, and so it's an ideal place for our people of the diaspora to go to heal, to go and reclaim that which was taken from us. And I really feel like Jamaica is going to be a really beautiful setting for people to heal in. I've noticed that when we go to places where the ancestral memory is very strong, a lot of beautiful things tend to happen. And so by working with the land and the mushrooms there, I feel like there's an opportunity for healing that's different than from being in the United States, where we've still got a lot of this Western programming. And you go back to your normal Western life. You're around the maroons. You're around that energy of change and healing and feeling protected by your ancestors.
I want to
And I
give a
think that's
special
really
acknowledgement to all my Haitian brothers and sisters, because I
Yeah,
love Haitian chocolate, and I also like the jong mushroom from Haiti. So
yeah. John mushroom rice.
real.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
backing up.
yeah.
I'm backing up so y'all
Super
can do it.
good. Super
I
good. Yeah, yeah.
I think
Go
John
ahead.
John's
I'm
maybe
sorry.
psychoactive mushrooms sometimes. And so yeah, but Baba Mudu, go ahead. Go ahead. Mhm.
No, it's also, really ideal and important too, because what we find is a lot of the operations are like non-African, and there's situations where the people are not necessarily equitably employed or engaged in the work down there. They just serving as necessary cooks and extra hands, as opposed to people who know the land and you know uh, there's psychedelic mushrooms that grow all throughout the Jamaica islands and the hills, and so it's important that as well we want to try to create a model for our people, so when they go there, they have a place to engage, and then we're working on particular approaches to dealing with the post-traumatic slave syndrome, which is important. So
Yeah,
in this psychedelic world, of course we're affecting the whole human, but we're particular people, so we do this for a purpose and a reason, to not only to share these modalities, how to best work with our people in that regard. Yeah.
that is so important. That's crucial. Entheogens, because why are I might ask both of you, and some of the people in the audience might know. Our folks are kind of spooky about entheogenic experiences. I mean, let's
Well,
can you touch on that?
well, do you want me to go, Baba Mudu, or you want to?
Uh, yeah. Well, I'll jump in there and then you come on in. But yeah, one of the things is, unfortunately, our people, they've been indoctrinated, through the Abrahamic scheme. A lot of our folks, of course, we know the impact of Christianity, but then a lot of folks, they still will fall under the umbrella, whether it's Islam or Judaism, or even when we apply sometimes our Kemetic sciences. Sometimes it's applied through the framework of traditional, like Abrahamic thought, in which we are, as the streets say, taught to rely on the spook god.
Mm,
And as a result of that, this is part of one of the other reasons why this work is important, because we're trying to reclaim our approach to dealing with the divine,
yes,
without having to go through those priesthoods and all of that stuff. So
yes,
super important, and trying to break that, man, is important, and it's hard work, because
yes.
our people are brainwashed to the ideas. I mean, what's funny is even some of our most conscious folks, as we call them, those that's into the higher Kemetic
Uh oh,
sciences,
testify now,
you know what I
testify.
mean,
Oh my God.
They're the scariest ones, and sometimes I don't know if it's because it'll help them stay within the framework, or that framework might be expanded or even destroyed a little bit, and they have to rebuild their worldview. So that's one of the things I think is going on. So I find more success with people who are not necessarily as well versed in our traditional sciences, because they're not as they're not as spooked out, man. It's something. Yeah,
Because I
I'm
tell
sorry.
you,
Go
our
ahead.
folks are spooky. Oh,
Yeah.
don't matter if they got kente on, they still spooky
Yeah,
when
man.
it comes to the herbs.
Yeah.
That has to be talked about. And we still stuck on that self-hate, self-annihilation, like it's crazy.
Yeah.
What herb can help heal the broken heart of our folks, Acacia, Modou? What is there a psychedelic that can heal our broken hearts? Tell me, please.
Quite a few. As a matter of fact, the oldest antidepressant in Canna that keeps getting confused with wild dagga are two different herbs. Canna is the oldest known antidepressant in Africa, and it helps heal schizophrenia, bipolarism, and it helps the PDE4 inhibitors in the brain. So it's natural SSRI, and it can be taken with psilocybin mushrooms as a replacement for Prozac and Xanax. And so what people don't understand is that there's a pharmacopoeia that goes with the psilocybin mushroom that grows all over the world, from Jamaica to South Africa. And there are different, there's a primer. There's a certain way that we approach the psychedelic mushroom that is not Abrahamic, as Modou is saying, but non-dual, that is non-separate. But we're not going from a man versus God. We're going through God as a part of man, and the experience of man as being a part of God experience. We're not looking outside of ourselves. We are embodied in divinity, and there's no separation from the supernatural and the natural. If you go deeper and deeper into Africa, you're going to find that the spiritual double is what has to be conquered, as the separate behaviors are non-divine. If you read Suleiman's journey in the 1990s about Ivory Coast Conasai mushroom use, you would go to sleep and you would conquer the spiritual double, or purge the toxic energy that made you separate from your creator in the first place, and then fully embody and self-actualize with no animosity towards other human beings, and in that way, because those negative behaviors would get washed out in the mushroom trip, and you'd wake up feeling superhuman. That's the mushroom of wisdom, Tamu, the ancient mushroom. And so we hear these accounts, but we don't take seriously that we in the West have been taught to pedestalize and to create this drug-fueled experience, wherein which we must separately heal our ego problem, and separately heal our heart problem, and separately heal all of these human defects, when the root cause of those defects comes from separation from what you really are, and the lack of embodiment and self-actualization, and the strength that comes through connecting and communicating real time with the technology of ancient intelligence that makes up the very fabric of the reality that you live, eat, and breathe in.
That's Acacia, you're touching on something so deep, because I see, I'm just sitting back and I watch our folks. They be taking the shrooms, they be taking the various entheogens, but I don't see the heart being any different. Is there a problem with integration, or there's missing an ingredient? Modou, what is going on? Why can't our folks integrate doing a shroom experience and then treat each other better? What is it?
I think to a large degree, it's two things. One, it's this phenomenon I like to call fairy dusting that's going on. And what I call fairy dusting is the propensity to use this technology at a very slight levels, just enough to feel a buzz, but not enough to really go deep. And that's why we've always been proponents of like going in on deep, high levels to work on that. The second factor I'm looking at is a lot of people, like me and Acacia, we'll both tell you that when we first started learning about this, we spent years working on self-refinement. And then in that, we realized it's a never-ending journey, But before we began to even mention it, in a lot of regards, people pushed us out there. It wasn't us stepping out on our own. It was others through our work pushing us out there. And I think that's the big difference too. The humility is the service orientation, where we were always oriented toward first working on self and then serving our folks. And so a lot of people, they want to create a platform, they want to get out here and have a big name, but they're not willing to do the internal and external work for the people. You know what I'm saying? And so what happens is they're coming out like half-baked muffins. They brown on the outside, but they soft and mushy on the inside, undercooked and not prepared. And so that's one of the reasons we're doing this too. We're trying to create a standard, for what it needs and what should be for our folks to do this work.
It's so needed.
Yeah,
man, I wish I could ride my bicycle across the waters, man, and just like shine, just say hi to all the Atlantean underwater temples and everything, because that's what I say. Jamaica is Atlantean mountain, and that's why Acacea, Modou, some of the best papaya, mangoes I've ever tasted in my life was in Jamaica, because it tasted like it would just jump up off the table. Tree of Life, special acknowledgement, Dick Gregory. The food is so rich that it's like you could spit on the ground and flowers would grow.
Yeah, that volcanic ash.
Oh man, beautiful,
okay.
Beautiful. Yeah. And we got to do better, family. We got so much. And you hear so much about. I'm seeing it now. The conscious community starting to embrace shrooms. Before the hoteps were scared.
Scared to death. Yeah.
Scared to death.
It puts the power in the hands of the individual to explore the mysteries. And so, you had an industry where people were relying upon these luminaries to show them the way. And so this is a way where you become the empowered luminary to look into the mysteries on your own. Yeah. And then we work as peers, so like we say, there are no leaders in the movement. Of course, there are those who with more experience, but there are no top dogs, experts per se, because it's a mystery. It's the divine mystery. And so that doesn't lend a lot of weight for ego or arrogance or know-it-allism, but more like a community build, peerism, which is a new type of food that we had to learn to eat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Students together.
Say that again, Acacea.
Student teachers and teacher students together, peer. When we toe the line for each other, we all move forward together. And so we should be aligned in the likewise spirit of benefiting all those who come with the right intentionality to uplift one another.
Yeah.
And be a good example, because when people take mushrooms, they can see one another. And so you should have the decency to be clean and to work on your obscurations so that you can help somebody else with theirs. Because when they look at you, they're looking at a reflection of their own problems. And so when they see you working on yours, none of us are perfect. All of us have challenges that we have to work through. But using the mushroom for self-reflection and self-refinement helps to teach you that the imperfections that you see in others, you can purify inside of yourself. So some of my peers piss me off, but that's good, because if it pisses me off, then that means I have something to work on.
Whoa, that's powerful what you just said. You got hooked like the Tar Baby and Bear Rabbit. You got stuck.
Washing yourself off.
And another thing that's hard for a lot of our people to embrace is there's still mysteries out here. There's still things that are just not known. And that scares a lot of people. A lot of people, they rest comfortably when they have explanations for things, but the things they don't have explanations for keeps them up at night. So this requires a sort of bravery too, of spirit and heart, and so, so that's one of the big issues too. That's the fairy dusting, I took 2 grams, with all the lights on. And 10 people
the fairy dusting. Man. So I got to hijack that, brother.
That per se, but
what a tea master feels is cut.
Fairy dusting, I ate 3 squares off the chocolate bar last Friday. Nothing wrong with it. No diss to my folks, but it's time to go deeper. It's time to tap
Got
in.
to.
There
You
are
know,
no
you gotta have
shortcuts.
that
And
challenging
I
experience.
see the animosity, you know, these, and you know what? It's not exclusive to our community, family. The things I see go on, even in so-called facilitators, Acacea, Modou from South America, they got big ego problems. Talking about money and
you go in deep enough, and you find yourself dying a couple times, afraid to go back, and then you go back. See, that's but most people don't want to go that deep, you know, when they have that dark night of the soul and that reckoning.
Dark
You know,
night
and
of the soul.
that's the humbling effect. That's the thing that'll have you humble.
A lot of people aren't ready for the fact that pinalias that grow in Jamaica, some of them are twice as strong than any psilocybin mushroom that you could buy or test in the United States.
What?
Tripping off them psilocybin mushrooms, they never had an African mushroom in their life. They never had a Transky mushroom. Ain't never had a Wollongong mushroom from Australia. Never had a Pinalius, Cambogadensis. Never had a Pan Jamaica mushroom. And I'll tell you something. Them Pan Jamaicas make you realize that all those Sangoma stories, like Credo Mutwa tell about the reptilians, you go and you see that stuff all the time, you know, and you live history. You live ancient history, clear and unguarded in that space. And then you create history. You create your own epic because you go and you start doing real work for this country. A lot of people say the country's going in the wrong direction. I was like, well, what was the time when we were the medicine warriors, where we would take the mushroom and we would roll out on our own team to these places and go and contend with the people who were under control. If the president was under control and we let him be under control, then we're no better than the people running the show. One of my last journeys, I saw that the president was under control. I was like, okay, we gonna shake up some stuff here. And the more and more you take mushrooms, the more and more you realize that you're not powerless.
Say that again.
Right.
Say that
You
again.
power for the collective and stop making excuses for darkness and dark behaviors. You're like, well, it's not my job. Well, then whose job is it? You want to talk about accountability? It's the community's job.
Yeah. And then when you go, I'm sorry, go ahead, sis. Keep talking.
Well, I mean, if these people are calling members of our collective community and they are not contributing in any way, shape, or form to the betterment of that community, then they're perpetrators. Isn't that what Bible said? They're perpetrating. If they're not helping and supporting the community, then they're perpetrating. Talking about taking mushrooms and going at high dose.
You know, we got to get better with this. We got to. And why is it so hard to submit to forgiveness? Oh, man.
They can't enter the crystal realms without forgiveness. That is the one thing that will keep you out of all the higher realms. If you can't go in on the observer, we were just talking about this in class.
You'll be too dense.
We were talking about this in class. Forgive everyone, you shall be forgiven. That is the fractal code that will unlock your soul, allow you to travel outside of your body into the multidimensional spaces.
Allow your heart to be light as a feather.
Yeah.
And then you get dissolved, and then all that goodness rises from the ashes of that which was not. And then you get to fly. You get to go 20,000 years from now.
And you could do your negative confessions and move ahead, but that's a whole nother.
Your confession. You have to do your repentance every single day. You should be doing your repentance and your confession. Don't just start when you take mushrooms.
Because you know this life is so short, brother Modou, Acacea. You know this life it's a short dream. This is a short dream. We don't have the space to hold resentment, but it's almost like we think it's going to talk about that, brother Modou. What is it about the forgiveness that's so challenging?
Oh man, well, you know, that's interesting because what we have to understand is a deep science behind what we call karma per se. What's Sister K? She back on, but
she didn't come back yet. I'm waiting on. I'm watching.
Yeah, so karma, what we've been taught is like, you know, once again, it's a sense of spookism, you know, where you do good, you do bad, but karma essentially, as originally was taught, was memory. And so this is why we look and we see, and this is going to get to a deep concept. This is why we always say, why do bad guys get away with things? because their cellular memory of their deed is not registering as deep as somebody who has a righteous spirit. And that's why you'll see karma come back to those people. And so when we talk about, and this is something I was taught a long time ago, and it works on wording, and they say forgiving is forgiving. In other words, you forgive, you're giving forward, and forgetting is forgetting. You get what I'm saying? And that's what you have to do. You have to forget to get. And in order to give, you forgive. And so that's how you work on that karmic cycle, because you have to forget, and you have to forgive, and then forget, and give yourself, the right to exist, or you'll be living through your own karmic loop. And so the forgiveness starts with self. And once that karmic loop is solved within self, so it's this daily practice of forgiving yourself. You forgive yourself, you can forgive anybody, because there's nobody you cuss out more and tend to hate more sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Your own worst critic.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, we project our disappointment with ourselves onto the people around us sometimes.
And
so
this is just the beginning, because we haven't even gotten to where the plants can give us recipes and hit songs and technology. I mean, we can't get past the first hurdle of forgiveness. How are you going to get the recipes and the hit songs? Like, I remember there was a brother, he was like, man, I got the Shrooms, man. I was like, yeah, you're a musician, man. Why don't you ask the Shroom network to download a song that everybody loves? I mean, this is what the entheogen's about, family. Bringing innovation with the integration.
Downloading useful.
You can ask it to show you, like it showed me singing on a stage a song that sounded like it came from Bob Marley, and then I realized that the songs that Bob Marley was singing came from the mushrooms.
Yeah,
it came from. I met a friend of Bob Marley's family in Vancouver. He said Bob Marley's family was from Vancouver. He was a member of the First Nations, and guess what grows up there? Mushrooms, all kinds of mushrooms.
Wow.
And we're wondering where that technology came from. Yeah, first song that I saw come through the mushroom was "I Want Healing for My People, Sickness, Sorrow, Grief, Please Let Them Go." It's simple songs like that get woven into the subconscious and the subpsyche of society and starts to impose healing on a root cellular level. And
yeah.
Go ahead, Modou. What was you going to say?
And one of the mysteries of the mushroom enigma, and this is something that people will soon find out. And just like they've tried to abuse cannabis, like pimp it out on a dollar tip, what's going on is that you're not going to be able to do this with these plant technology, with this fungus in particular. Why? Because it grows abundantly, and there are people every day that are teaching and sharing techniques for growing and happening for the people. So we work to make sure this thing won't get exploited. And then when it comes to doing this work, if you really want to do the work is going to be doing the work, not just selling the necessary fungus. It's going to be about doing the work, and so it's a lot of people who are just strictly chasing the bag and don't understand the deeper implications, and so they're going to wash out soon, because they're going to find that the price point is not going to be worth their time. And then the only thing that, if they're not doing the deep inner work, it's not going to be much they're going to offer, so.
Yeah, because that's just pre-K. Family, I'm going to say it, okay? Uncle Hanky says, if you can't forgive, you still in psychedelic pre-K. You haven't even got the first grade yet. And then, it's crazy out here, Acacia. Modou, it's insane.
Yeah. And so, one of the things too is also working back toward our traditional approach. Traditionally we would do group celebrations. We would share the space collectively. So that's part of what we work toward too, is like defining a collective space where families can come together and tap in together, and friends and circles and community, because that's part of our tradition, way back. We've never been an individual, even though the initial deep work, the inner purification comes in those deep solo sessions. There's also a lot of work to be done in group, and being able to have the maturity to share space in group and do that. That's where the major work is going to come in at. where people get a common understanding.
I just had a deja vu. This is crazy. But what is it like working with people, Acacia, Modou, people outside the U.S. prison bars of consciousness? What is it like on the rest of the world?
It's amazing. It's amazing working with people in groups who are not like for instance, I could go across the board to the north or to the south and find rest, like real rest. Like you go to Oaxaca and you take psilocybin mushrooms. When you go into that space, a lot of the garbage pail kid type frequencies that we're dealing with here in the United States, we're not dealing with down there, not in the same way. You're still going to purge the same way if you're carrying something into that space, which 90% of people do. They can smell you when you come into the town. But when you unburden that, if you clean up your mess and you are accountable and you are kind to the people there, they'll let you stay there a little longer and really enjoy the fresh air and the clean views and the clean energy and the clear sight that comes from not being behind these prison bars in the United States. You see big spirits. Spirits are 60 feet tall, great giant ancestors that'll come and share wisdom and stories with you and inspire you. Like you, it doesn't matter how old you are. You can be 70 years old and feel like you're 2 years old in front of and the presence of that ancient wisdom.
And Modou, what's it like with your travels, man? What's the experience been beyond the U.S. jail cell?
Man, it's amazing. Like Acacia said, there's an awakening and an awareness that there's a maturity that comes with individuals who, tap in, and there's like I can't say it's like a different archetype of what it means to be human. You know what I'm saying? It's an unspoken understanding, between these individuals. And so when we go abroad, of course, they are a lot of these countries, they still under prohibition as well, but they have deep, rich traditions, and you could just tell in the maturity of the people how they operate, man. And it's just it's what we're trying to help stimulate here in the U.S., man, and help you realize just how immature we are, how childlike we are in our approach to interaction in terms of culture, in terms of just everything, man. And so I think that's the biggest thing. It helps you just see, like, because you'll be in the middle of, a town in East Africa, and they'll be sitting here talking about, like, so what's going on with the rat situation in New York? Y'all got that? And their understanding of the world around them will make you feel like a child, because you have no knowledge of what's going on with them, and their understanding of what's going on and how it affects them is so profound that you just feel totally like, damn, I need to start paying attention. I had people asking me about the Flint water. What's going on with the Flint water situation? We this in Germany and Czech Republic, and these black folk over there, but they tapped in. These white folk, everybody, they tapped in. They understand what's going on with our people, with our struggles, with our triumphs, with and what needs to be done collectively. So yeah, it's amazing. People know more than it's amazing how much they know about what we're doing and what we're not doing.
Yeah. I want to give acknowledgement to my brother Dooley. I call him Drunken Master because it seemed like the way he moves. I mean, he be doing so much of the plants. I'll be wondering, like, is it Dooley or is it a plant that said, Dooley, sit back in the back seat. We're gonna drive this body, So special acknowledgement because he's in New York City area right now. So just want to give him a shout out.
Yeah, he's serious, brother. Shout out Dooley. Yeah, he does a lot of work. He leaves it on the floor. I call him like the James Brown of psychedelics. Man. He's like the hardest working man in psychedelics.
You're right. No, Modou, I seen him shrink a bunion. I call him doing that Dragon Ball Z stuff, and he was inebriated, but he was in a trance where he literally, I saw, and the elder had some cool sunglasses on, and then he even looked over the rim. You know how I be looking over the rim of the glasses, like, do I see what I'm seeing? But Acacia, you look different. I don't know what kind of herbs you've been taking, but it's working with you, girl. It's working with you.
It's a vaginal tightening herb. It contains harmaline, 5-MeO-DMT, and NN-DMT every damn day.
Say it again. What you eat? Oatmeal? You say, see, you be high too. You just ran that over our head. You gotta say that slower for us earthbound trying to sprout.
I found out that in the 1970s they lied about the alkaloids in Acacia nilotica because they didn't know how to collect the seeds like the Kenyan women collect the seeds of the Acacia nilotica, the nep seed.
Ooh.
And so they know how to agitate the tree so it produces the DMT. I got phosphorescent acacia tea in my kitchen. I paid $10 on the internet, bought my Valichelia nilotica since they tried to change the name, Acacia nilotica, nep seed, and it contains harmaline, like ayahuasca. The same compound in ayahuasca is in acacia, and MAOI, and it's complete within itself. And it also contains trace amounts of NN-DMT, which is orally activated by the harmine that's contained in it. And you can take it every day and wash your yoni with it. It'll tighten your vagina. It'll cleanse all the STIs and STDs, lower your blood pressure, and give you clearer sight.
That is beautiful. You know, I just finished making a batch. Go ahead,
You know,
Modou.
they've proven the Acacia nilotica is the, if I'm not correct, top 3 most medically useful plants on the planet.
That's awesome.
It can tap anything. You know, I was, like I say, learning from the Maasai people, man, and they have 3 different acacia plants. You know, the yellow acacia, the umbrella acacia, and the white acacia. And from that, they deal with anything from high blood pressure to cancer, you name it, off the acacia. It's an amazing plant.
I tell you, it has so much. I did a show with Brother Rich on Black Magic 363, and my heart said I got to share this. What I learned from my Bifile brothers in Senegal, Acacia Modou, that the mystic name for acacia to awaken the spirit of the acacia is Jalaban. So Jalaban, and I've been getting testimonies that people have been having chronic pain when they chant over or think of the words Jalaban. They feel the results within minutes of assistance from the plant. So I just wanted to share that because you share so much Acacia and Modou. And this came from Sheikh Amadou Bamba, the name of the acacia. Let me spin this around so you can see, everybody can see Uncle Sheikh Amadou Bamba over there under the green pyramid on the yellow wall. Y'all see it? He gave the mystic name of the activate the. I on Brother Rich channel, I called it. There's a sleeping genie inside the acacia, and I've actually used it. Say Jalaban, I love you. Can you assist me with? And Modou, Acacia family, it works. It works. And it changes bath water. And Acacia, what you been doing? You look different. What you been doing? You doing something with Acacia? What are you doing? Ooh. What's that? I can't see it. We can't. Oh, the crystal and the way of light. Sutra, Tantra, and Dang. Okay, thank you.
It's one book. For me personally, like my own work has just been to stay in my own lane, nourish myself, and teach. I really enjoy teaching about other herbs and oneiriogens. I worked with Silene capensis for Christmas. Got my blue lotus and my calamus. Help keep me grounded to help restore my voice so that when I speak truth and I speak clearly, and keeps my mind in a really placid state. I'm 10 toes down, two initiations into the new year, and I'm just keep learning, keep practicing, keep healing, and that's
beautiful.
What I'm up to.
Yeah, we could see it. Modou, you've been doing some deep stuff. I haven't seen you in a while, so I'm looking at you, man. You look like you've been an underground Jedi, like you traveling the caverns of the earth, man. What's been going on in your realms, man?
Hey, building out the region, like you say, just trying to get our people on board. There's a larger community that's definitely engaged, but trying to get our people on board. So I just Detroit Psychedelic Society going on. We've been organizing that, getting these conferences together. Of course, working with people individually, collectively,
Yes.
and just trying to figure out these modalities. So we've been working hard on we've been working hard on honing these techniques, that we want to share down in Jamaica, so that I've been, have some particular things I want to share that will help tap in, and awaken that right orientation in our people. So when people come down, they can go back to their homes, their communities, and be able to utilize these techniques that we share to start opening minds and hearts, like you say, to start working on that forgiveness piece, and
Yeah.
also, tap into the ether, tap into the dark light consciousness, or the dark matter consciousness, which
Mm.
is
I would love to
super
do a dark
important.
retreat.
Yeah. Special acknowledgement to Mama Ayana. We had her on the platform in the past.
Okay, yeah, boy, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was just with her, yeah. So
Yeah. This is
awakening, getting that amber, that what they say, that awakening, that getting that cerebral spinal fluid flowing, or that amber going up
yeah.
and down, awakening that kundalini in our people.
Oh my
So
God,
Yeah.
this piece of amber I'm wearing right now.
Oh, that's nice.
right on.
Yeah.
Is that green? Right.
This, let's see. Let me
It
see
looks
if I
like
can
greenish yellow.
Yeah. That's
see if it'll
that's
focus.
rare.
Yeah, I got this in Vancouver,
Wow.
and
Wow.
I'm just blown away. I was telling the stories of the stone transformers, how they have places in Vancouver where the medicine men fought. One medicine man fought, selfish medicine man left marks in the stones there,
Mm.
and they say that the Stolo transformer stories tell the tales of men who became stone and embedded in the mountain, and their knowledge and their ancestral breath, their spirits are trapped in stone. And so when CN really wants you to try to blow up the mountains and stuff, you're literally destroying ancestral knowledge and artifacts that are embedded in the landscapes. When someone's medicine work is so powerful, they quantumly entangle their image with the stones around them. That's healing right there. Like
Wow.
their stories were immortalized by the landscape itself. And so a lot of people don't take that stuff seriously, but I've seen it with my own two eyes. That stuff's very, very real. And these stones are where, a lot of us get really overzealous in this hyper elevated, spiritualized state, but we forget that these stones have been observing man rise and fall for years. And I've watched men have power and watched men lose power for hundreds of thousands of years, and have embedded a spiritual intelligence in them that is meant to guide and shape us towards the highest evolution of our development. And we can commune with those spirits and form alliances with the earth itself on a biocrystalline energetic scale, other than just saying, I'm making Mother Earth my friend. Sail this earth like a ship to another dimension.
Beautifully said. Go ahead, brother.
I just ask people the simple question, like, these wars, this mass enslavement and exploitation that's going on, is over stones. What goes on in the continental Africa, it's over stones. And then I ask people, I said, what are the use of these stones? There are two uses. They're conductors and capacitors.
Ooh.
They conduct higher frequencies and different wavelengths of energy, not only electricity, but all types of energy, and they're capacitors. And so this is how modern science, and I always joke with people, they always say, oh, crystals. I say, well, that's what the modern world wants on, is copper, crystals, and gold.
Holding terabytes of information.
This phone right now is copper, crystals, and gold. So while we, scoff at it, we don't understand that hyper frequency. Go ahead, sis.
I'm so sorry. I love you guys. Look, I'm getting too old for this. You guys are so kind to me. I just can't help it. I'm just like, oh my God, I get so excited when you say copper crystals.
That was good. That was a beautiful moment. We caught it.
But I wanted to say that, okay, so I petitioned the mayor of the town with the world's largest copper mine to give me a condemned house as a mining cabin that me and my first partner chose 8 years ago. And so they agreed to sell it to me at public auction so we can have a community center in Arizona, in an unincorporated town where copper cap mushrooms grow, one of the few places in Arizona you can find psilocybin cubensis mushrooms. And we're probably gonna get it for next to pennies, like probably under $10,000 for a $200,000 piece of land that overlooks the world's largest copper mine. And so,
may the force be with you. Blessed be, and may Jalaban bless her, Jalaban.
I'm telling you,
Yes.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You know, what's funny. Speaking of that, is when I went for my orientation and like initiation work, you know, over in Tuba, you know, studying the science of Check Amadou Bamba, you know, that was a major component, you know, their sacred teas and stuff, you know, dedication. You know what I'm saying? That's where my name, Modou Baki, comes from. That's Check Amadou Bamba's brother, Modou Balambaki. Yeah.
Wow. Look at the connections.
Yeah.
Look at the connections. That's deep, Brother Modou. That's my big brother. That's my uncle, Check Amadou Bamba, man.
Oh yeah.
I got on acacia beads. And you know what's so real? I mean, it's, you know, they will assist us if we ask them, and they are really, I call them the best navigation officers when doing entheogens.
the Hasides for me, the Hasides have been like, I made an engine about writing in Arabic and gold, the Hasides in a spiral around, and I meditated on it. I did El Sindidi, Fusti, Wakana Hakan, Rabi Bima Raul. I did all of those, and I got it really, really small. And when I looked at it, it started pulsing, and it started turning into an engine of blessings that was pulling my reality through it and purifying it. Like,
yeah, you look different, Acacia. You look different. You look like you went through something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, you see it, Modou, right?
yeah, I see it.
Y'all put it in the comments. Does it?
I was like this. I'm not gonna pester my sister. I'm just letting her, whatever's going on. I'm just gonna.
But it seems to be working. It's working. You know, I can see it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's one of the things I've been working on too, is doing a piece on these different African avatars. You know, you got Kempa Vita. You know, you got Check Amadou Bamba. You know, you got what we call the second coming of Christ. My brother out the Congo. You know, there we go. Right on. Simeon Togo. You know, I mean, we got at least 8 or 9 of these individuals who have documented evidence of like supernatural happenings within, and this is the thing, this is within contemporary time. So you can't find many land masses with this many documented avatars doing work that's within, you know, the last 100 years. You know what I'm saying? The last 100, 150 years. So this is something I want to just bring a highlight to, because it's a high science going on.
Yeah.
Kempa Vita, you know, she's the mother of the Pan-African resistance, you know, coming out of Congo. And she was the first one to say she had visions of a black deity, you know, and started floating and all kind of other, you know, seeing prophecy and prophesied the whole struggle.
Wow.
They say, and it's something I've been looking into, but they say had some affiliation or relation to our brother Simeon Togo.
Wow.
Now, I read a source that was saying that she is kin to him. It was like a bloodline thing, but I don't know about that. But these things happen, and you know, this is some of the potentials that we have as a people. You know,
yes.
And just as a species in general, just we can hyper, you know, and this is what the work is about. It's tapping into those higher, especially in the ages.
Yes, this is beautiful. Man, we got to do this more often, Acacia, Modou. Anytime you got VIP access. Y'all got VIP access. This is what the magnets, crystals, pyramids is all about. VIP anytime.
Thank you. We honored, man. Honored.
You got my full support.
This is one of the spaces we can go there at. There ain't no spookism going on. So appreciate you having them.
Yeah. I'm looking for my. See, I even got my acacia. I got a magnet with the acacia wood coaster holding the magnet. This is an earlier version. I'm actually curing a later version of magnet disc. It's more like a delta shape, but you know, I ask Sheikh Amadou Bamba, Saint Germain, Simeon Toko. I actually asked them, please assist me in these recipes because they will assist you.
Yeah,
family, we are not alone down here.
Yeah, big up to PB Randolph.
Asking for some assistance.
Huh?
I never go anywhere without asking for some assistance.
Yeah,
that's it. You know, it's one thing is we have our understanding of our ancestral magic, and we have a magic that works. You know, and that's the thing. I tell people. Well, I was just telling somebody to say, well, my prayer meditation works 100% of the time. Like I'm tapping in all the time.
Yes,
our technique works. So
yes,
it's not once in a minute you're gonna see a vision. It's every time. So that's one of the things we want to let our people know is available, and then how to tap in the right way and get the right stuff out of it. Because they don't just let you in. You know, you have to have a certain decorum about yourself for the gongon, for the ancestral realm to allow you into those higher realms of knowledge. So a lot of people, they'll find themselves dancing in the lobby, but they're not letting the club because they don't know the right passes, postures, mantras, shakes, vibrational. It's a high science.
Wow.
You know, so we go into the, you know, we talking about Osirian mysteries, you know, and so
now you going in deep now, Modou.
Yeah, we bringing back the Temple of Karnak, man.
You know, because I don't think acacia wood. I don't think acacia tree. It's an extraterrestrial living plant that's been brought here. I could just feel it. It's an ET like the rest of us.
Yeah, it's several plants that have been gifted by the gods. You know, it's been well documented. Wow. Cannabis, psilocybin. You know, there's a lot of plants that have been corn, as they say, as our ancestors over here claim. You know, corn, one of the sacred plants. So there's always squash. You know, so there are plants that have been left, just like our ancestors brought seeds in their hair to the Americas. They brought seeds to this earthly realm, you know. So,
and you know, I've been talking about Modou.
I love coconut.
Acacia. What you got? What you got right there? Show us that again.
Fresh
that look good.
Coconut.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought you might have had it colorfully spiked. I was like, whoa. Acacia, and Modou, Kinkaliba, Seha.
Yeah.
Seha tea. Ooh, I drink that every day.
You like that?
Oh, every day I drink the Kinkaliba. And our folks don't know about it. Acacia, Modou, how come our folks don't know about it?
But they don't know how to use it intentionally. They don't understand it's for prayers, for the hasides. It's for the poetry of Sheikh Amadou Bamba. It's for the intentionality. You call it Seha and you invoke its sacred name. Kinkaliba's got tons of polyphenols and antioxidants. You know, it's Africa's true delicious tea, and it has no tannins in it. It doesn't have any bitter taste. It's delicious. And it keeps your skin healthy. It keeps your mind focused and alert. And so you can stay up for hours and hours and hours in the mosque singing or praying or doing what you want to do. And that,
I make a 2.5 gallon pot. I got a fresh batch right now sitting cooling off in the fridge. And it is delicious to drink all day.
Yeah.
And it seemed like it helps with memory.
It does. It does.
It does. See, and that's one of the things. That's why you go to Senegal and you got 5-year-olds reciting the Quran from heart. You know,
Wow.
remember our
Also,
ancestors were masters with tapping into the higher faculties of the mind. You know,
Wow.
alchemy.
yeah.
Divine master alchemy.
Wow. What was you getting ready to say, Acacia? Because I want to get every word you drop, girl.
The divine master alchemy.
Mm.
The reason why I coined that term was because of divine master truth, DMT, but what the masters use is alchemy to connect with divine intelligence. That's what my school is a study of.
Mm.
So we talk about
See, yeah, memory is considered. Yeah, and memory is considered one of the original superpowers. See,
Memory.
we don't understand the power of memory.
Wow.
Oh, memory, yeah, that's a superpower. You sit time and reflect on what memory would do with super memory capacity.
And if you got
What it
the
would do.
stone, you activate it, and you using that as a memory bank. You got 500 terabyte hard drives on your desk, so you ain't gotta even keep that in your head. You just grab the stone. You don't even have to grab the stone. The stone floats around in your aura, and you just pull it and plug it in a little bit. Oh, okay, all right. Let me go ahead and download that. Trickle, 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 trickle. Okay, there.
Okay,
You know?
what's the contacts for you, brother Modou and sister Acacia? Because I'm gonna run that on the bottom of the screen as a ticket. What's the best way for folks interested in classes or your lecture videos and where you're speaking?
Yeah. Well, I could be reached at Baba Modou Baki, Baba Modou Moudou Baqui, BabaModouBaki.com.
Okay, hold on. Let me type that in. Baba Modou Baki. How you spell Baki?
BAQUI.
BAQUI.com.
Yeah.
And sister Acacia, what's your contact info?
AcaciaLewis.com.
Okay, hold on. AcaciaLewis.com. Okay, I want to run that on the bottom of the screen because what you're sharing at the beginning of the year is so needed. This is so. Tell me if I got the spelling right.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah. So yeah, shoot, that's where we at, and that's the way forward.
Also, you got the link for the Ancestral Alchemy.
Oh yeah. Let's put that up.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me put that in. What? Hold on, nigga. Let me hide this. Then edit.
And
And
also,
just
Darren's got Shroom Shop coming up in April.
What is it? www.ancestral.
And Ancestral. No, it's Darren the Baron. I sent you the WhatsApp text.
Ancestral Alchemy.
Yeah.
.com. Let me know if this is right. Because I'm not on Instagram and I'm on Facebook.
But you can go to Darren. You can the brother Darren LeBaron. You can go to it's on his site.
Yeah,
that's the
his
primary
website,
link.
Darren the Baron.
We just have one landing site just to keep it organized.
Oh, you want me to put up who do you want me to add?
So you could say Ancestral Alchemy info at.
Oh, okay. Ancestral Alchemy info at
Darren LeBaron.
How you spell that?
DARREN LEBARON.
LEBARON.
.com. Yeah.
Oh, .com.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, y'all let me know if this spelling is right.
Yeah, and then for all our national audience too, keep an ear and an eye out. We got a dope documentary that's out, a table of our own that's dealing with our folks' approach to psychedelics. So I think it's going to be in New York. It is because coming to New York. It's going to be here in Detroit. It's going to be going through the country. So y'all keep your ears and eyes on for it. It's a documentary called A Table of Our Own, which features Black folks' approach to psychedelics.
Oh man, you got to let me know so we can do a promo for when it coming to New York area.
Yeah. I will make sure we'll get the brother on, and you could talk with him because it's actually two brothers that put it together, but there's a whole circle of individuals. I don't want to leave anybody out, but those that the leads of it. And man, it's a beautiful project. Me and Acacia were in the documentary. and it's going around the country. So we want to make sure New York gets a big shout out. People in Detroit, February 24th is going down. So y'all keep your ears out. It's going to be a nice doc. Yeah, and the brother, he has 5 books out. Yeah, he's a beautiful brother, man. I'm going to let him just describe himself when we get him on, man. It'll be a pleasure to have him. I think the audience will love to meet him, be affiliated if they're not already.
Yeah, this is great. This is a great show. This is magical. Thank you, Acacia. Thank you, Modou. I did show the pictures earlier while we was waiting for you. I made space and I was showing the presenters on the Atlantean island of Jamaica. I like the way that sounds because there's a ring of deep truth to that. The Atlantean island of Jamaica. Because we've had people say the whole world was called Atlantis at one point. Okay, here's the flyer. All right. May 7th through the 13th. This is Darren LeBaron. Now who is Darren LeBaron?
He's one of our comrades, our colleagues in the work. He's hailing from the UK. So he's part of what we call the original Rat Pack. Back before psychedelics became all the rage. It was me, him, Acacia, Kalindi, just a handful of us out here representing our folks. And he's been representing from the UK for years. And just a solid brother. He goes around the U.S. teaching. Yeah, definitely tag in with his work. But he's going to be part of our team down in Jamaica. He's actually he's the lead organizer behind.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Salutations, my brother. Yeah. And who's this sister here?
Charlotte. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte James. She's powerful sister coming out of DC, Maryland area. She's the original founder of what was called the Ancestors Project, which is now called help me, Acacia. What's it called now? And it's no longer the Ancestors Project.
Created by Charlotte.
Yeah, but she's a powerful facilitator, educator, all things dealing with our culture and psychedelics and things like that.
Liberation training.
Yeah, liberation training. So liberation training. So she does a lot of facilitation out of the DC, Maryland area. A lot of great experience and a lot of powerful systems.
She needs to connect with
all-star
Sister
team. There's going to be a Sister Sita. She's coming from.
I think he froze up for a second, Acacia.
Technology and the culture behind it. She's going to be a co-facilitator.
Cool.
So yeah, it's going to be an all-star team. It's going to be me, Sita, Charlotte, Acacia, Darren. Darren's a master mycologist, also an avid anthropologist on mushrooms. So this brother, that's Sister Sita, yeah. And I've met her through the farm. Can't wait to meet her because she's doing major things in terms of connecting our people with the mushrooms of the land, like reorienting our people with understanding that it's something part of our culture and getting the spookism out down on the land. So she's a powerful sister.
Yes.
She's going to be part of the training and workshops and things as well.
Wonderful.
So everybody there, and that's myself.
You are.
Yeah. So I've been putting it down for many years. Walking in the doo-wop, learning the ways, teaching, showing the folks, and concentrating on just creating like modalities for our people, like to break free mentally, to move ahead and start tapping in. So
this sister here, she looked familiar. Casey, you know who this is right here?
No, that's me with my eyes closed. It's a video, but yeah, you can click through it. That's this class. I'm going from the top part of the planet down to the southern part of the planet, from the northern latitudes to the southern latitudes, as far as ethnobotanical and herbal medicine, human and plant relationships. And I'm shipping a bunch of malungu, canna, osha root, camu, amanita tinctures to all my students this week.
That's awesome. I want to thank y'all for being on tonight. It's 11:15 here. We've been on for about an hour. Any closing words, Modou, Acacia?
Just
Okay.
thank you for putting this together for us. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Gladly.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it, contributing. You know,
This is the cornerstone of this platform: psychedelics,
yeah,
tantra, and
yeah,
health-related subjects.
yeah, no doubt.
You know, this is your Deep Space Nine, and it's got about 18,000 subscribers. And
Wow.
when I'm on other platforms, you know, I said, come, you know, subscribe and listen. And, you know,
It's happy.
Y'all not alone. We ain't alone out here.
Oh, no. I mean, you've been putting it down for years, man. So, you know,
Yeah,
word up to your consistency, man. Just getting it out here to our people, man.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what we got to do.
Yeah.
Thank you. And all the feedback from all the participants who've been in the show. Thank you again for all your words and all your comments. And we're going to wrap it up.
Yeah. All right.
Night, y'all.
Peace, family.
Peace.
All right. Night. Peace.
Ashe, aho.